This is just one of those runs you have to be on your A game. You cannot make mistakes on your breathing, your cadence. And you can't keep staring at your watch. You just gotta keep pushing. Better not thunderstorm.
It's almost 90 degrees. It's super humid.
This is definitely one of the hardest runs of prep so far.
Good morning. Welcome to today's episode. Obviously, we're not running. We're sitting in the car right now because right as we got out here, we got hit with like a big thunderstorm. There's a bunch of thunder and lightning, and well, obviously that's what makes up a thunderstorm, but we were like, oh, we'll just wait like 10 minutes and then we'll go out there and run. No big deal. And now 20 minutes are passing and it's still raining, but it's already 7 o'clock. And I was supposed to be running by 6 o'clock. So I don't know, I'm kind of stuck in this awkward spot because we have church we have to start getting ready for at about 8 to 8:15. So I only have an hour to do 10 miles, which is not gonna happen. The two scenarios here are gonna be, we run 2 or 3 miles right now, and that's really all we have time for. We could probably get a little bit more, but we run like 2 or 3 miles just because we're out here, we're up. That's scenario one, is we just do like 2 or 3 miles and we come back later and finish up the last couple. The pro to that is our weekly mileage is gonna be just fine, but I do feel like we sacrifice a little bit of our long run, like endurance testing. Like there is a difference between running a little bit and then running a little bit later with a bunch of food and rest in between, and then just getting up and running 10 miles. So that's one problem. The second scenario is we just don't do anything. We go home, we get ready and we go to church, we come back, we eat some food, and we come back out here when it's super freaking hot, and we just both do our long runs. 10 for me, 7 for her. And again, the con to that is the weather. The performance is gonna be bad, and we're gonna have to be really cautious with what we eat, energy levels, things like that. But the pro to that is we are testing our endurance to its best capacity of running. You know what I mean? I'm thinking we're gonna go home, and that means we're gonna have to find a time to do it, because I should have mentioned too, running tomorrow isn't an option because it's Monday and we work. So I'm not getting up at 3 in the morning to come run. I don't know. I'd rather do that than run in the thunderstorm. But yeah, I think right now the decision is to go home, and we need to find a way to get back out here and kind of like refuel, regroup, and find a way to get this run. I know, as I said that, some lightning in the background. So I don't love it, but I think that's the decision that we're gonna do. Since we are pushing the run off to the hottest part of the day around 1 p.m., I wanted to do something before we leave for church that would prepare my body for that run. And I feel like the food I ate this morning, like 2 tablespoons of honey, a banana muffin, some coffee, and some electrolytes, if I go to church for 2 hours and then I come back home, I'm worried that I'll eat too much food and I'll go out there with a packed stomach, or you eat the wrong foods and you have that like letdown. So we at least made a smoothie. I feel like this is gonna set well in my stomach before we go. And then when I come home, I'll probably have more quick food. Like, I guess that's my thought process at least. In my brain, I just feel like I can't do a giant meal before I go out there because I think that could cause some problems. And I was like, I don't know, it's frustrating because I was ready to go this morning, and then all the food I had to get me ready to run kind of just did nothing. And now I just feel like underfueled. So that's my concern. We will try and fix some of that when we get home by having some food. I just don't want to overwhelm my body. This is not ideal, but we're gonna get the job done. That's the most important part. And we'll build some resilience. We'll put a little chest on our hair and we'll call it a day. So we gotta go, and then we're gonna do our best to fuel up and get after this long run. One way or another, I'm gonna be running 10 miles, I promise.
Well, we checked the damage. It's about 88 degrees right now, and the UV index is 8, so we're gonna get torched up here for sure, but that's all right. Couple things here with fueling strategy. I've been sticking to a lot of the Whole Foods-based gels, which are the Huma gels and then the BPN. So the BPN gel, we're gonna do the mixed berry gel right here, and this one's got 100 calories and about 24 grams of carbs, it looks like. And then the Huma gel is strawberry lemonade. This one has caffeine in it. And this is just that emergency gel for those days you don't feel good. It's just straight up maple syrup, baby. So we're gonna be taking that if we need to. This sounds stupid, but during the Cleveland Marathon, as I was like cramping and slowing down by like 45 seconds, I just forgot I had this and I whipped it out, took it. I just didn't bonk. I went right back to marathon pace and it was incredible. So don't sleep on these. I will be bringing a handheld water bottle. This may throw off my gait like you would not believe, because some people believe if you run with a handheld water bottle, you'll just like, I don't even know what they think, but everyone says hydration vests. When it's 90 degrees, hydration vests are not an option. I'm telling you, it moves, it chafes, it scrapes my skin, and it's hot. There's about 1,000 milligrams of sodium in here, and that's the electrolytes we had at home, the sports drink. So we're gonna do our best to stay on top of fueling because we need extra today, especially water, and it's gonna be a tough one, but we're gonna slow down if we have to. My goal here, 10 miles, mostly easy, 2 to 3 miles race pace, maybe more if I'm feeling incredible, but we'll keep things simple for today's run. We are halfway done, 5 miles in, we got 5 more to go. It sucks knowing I'm this soaked. It's this tough with just 1 lap around and we have to do a second, but this is like the half marathon for the actual marathon. When you're like halfway through, things are hurting, and you tell yourself, there's no way I could do that a second time, and I'm tired, so this is gonna help us. Grit, I think the word is for that. Run officially done, 10 miles, and we averaged about 9:24, I think, for that. Not bad at all. We got a couple faster miles in, but we did slow down. We walked a little bit. We did a little bit of everything, but that's what it took to get 10 miles done. I'm really happy we're done. All right. So today definitely did not go according to plan. I did not anticipate the bad weather, getting up at 5 in the morning, and then our run being canceled. I did not want that. I wanted to just do things my way. And as I was out there in the blistering heat, 89 degrees, literally got a sunburn. I don't know if you can see that in my nose at all, but I'm literally slightly burnt. As I'm out there sweating to death, dehydrated, and I'm only like halfway through that run, I'm like, why am I doing this? Like logically, you're like, what the heck am I doing this for? I chose to do this. And that's what I got myself to, is like, the reason I'm doing this is the cost of commitment. When you sign up for something, when you sign up for a marathon, you're not signing up just to run it. You are signing up to commit to training, getting up early, and having things thrown your way that you didn't anticipate. And that's really difficult for someone like me. I like things perfectly planned. Today I was going to do a completely separate YouTube video. All that got thrown out the window. So then you're left with this idea of like, what can I do with what I have? And that's a really valuable skill in life, but also just in marathon training. That's something I know I want to work on. Nothing hits like tropical smoothie after a run, I'm telling you. Anyway, to wrap things up, that's kind of my challenge to you, is like, are you willing to commit to that? And if you are in it right now, what do those challenges look like to you? That's something you might want to address for yourself and just understand, like, what are the difficulties? Is it weather? Is it where you have to run? Which is tough for us too. Like, they're doing construction right now on a 1 mile loop. So it's like a 0.7 mile C. It's not even a loop anymore. It's really difficult. So we had to go run up by the reservoir, but the rocks are up there. It's not the most, I don't know, it's not the best, but like, you work with it. So I don't know, find out for yourself like what those challenges are. And obviously if you're still pushing through, you're willing to commit. And if you haven't signed up yet, or you're like, no, I need to sign up for a race, it's time, have that. Just have that understanding that when you commit to a lot more than just racing. So anyway, that's my challenge to you is, are you willing to embrace the cost of commitment? I am, because you get rewards like this. And that's really what I run for, is food. Thanks for watching. No, I'm kidding. I am willing to commit. This is the end of week 2. I'm feel like I'm back on track. I'm feeling great. And we're heading into week 3 feeling motivated and committed, of course. So I hope you guys got something from this video. And if anything, just feel challenged. I will stop ranting. We have to go to the store. I need some electrolytes, and I want to finish this, and it's melting, and I'm sweating again. So thank you guys for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you guys are enjoying the series so far. We have a ton more to do. Thank you guys for being a part of it, and I'll see you in the next episode.